BioShock Infinite is far from traditional when it comes to its categorization, whether it be any percent, glitchless, gearless, or all collectibles. And even though Penta and Kang might title their runs 100%, right now there isn't really 100%. It's actually all collectibles, a category dominated primarily by Sir Sanju and Prototype Alpha. All collectibles is the closest category there is to 100%, but it is still far from 100%. In all collectibles, you get all 85 voxophones, 25 infusions, and 35 gearboxes, except that in all collectibles, you don't need to get the gearboxes dropped by handymen. If you were to complete 100% of the game, you'd have to get all those collectibles, but also every gear. But this isn't conventionally possible due to the fact that there are more gears in the game than there are gearboxes. Another thing you'd have to do in order to 100% complete the game is buy all the weapon and vigor upgrades. Again, something impossible due to the fact that there just isn't enough money in the game. So as it stands, 100% completion of BioShock Infinite would require two glitches. A glitch to get all the gears despite finite boxes, and an infinite money glitch to help us with the upgrades. Thankfully, both glitches exist. The first glitch for getting all gears is also an infinite money glitch, but it's extremely slow. To pull off the glitch, you have to trigger the Return to Soldiers Field quest after collecting the Shock Jockey Vigor from Slate. Exit Hall of Heroes and go to the toy shop in Soldiers Field. In the back room, you can find a gearbox. Collect the gearbox to get a gear, and from there, go all the way back to Hall of Heroes. Enter Hall of Heroes and then leave again immediately. Once you leave Hall of Heroes for that second time, the box will respawn in that same back toy room, possibly due to the fact that it's within so many individual load areas and load zones. You can then collect the box more and more times, and while you are doing this, there are many places along the way where you can collect Silver Eagles and lockpicks. It's a very slow source, but it is an infinite source of money. There is a faster way to technically get infinite money during the final fight. The last wave in the final fight spawns infinite enemies, which can drop continuous amounts of Silver Eagles. This is much faster, but they will keep doing damage to the Zeppelin's ship's core thingy. I'm not sure what it's called. According to IGN's wiki, it's called a power plant. After grinding and farming as many waves from the final fight as you need, you leave one guy still alive. You then do an intricate series of death warps to get to the vending machines for the vigor and weapon upgrades. After buying the upgrades you need, you can death warp your way back up to the command deck and kill the final guy, thus triggering the siphon destruction scene. Either infinite money glitch is still slow in the scheme of things because you need a total of 36,401 Silver Eagles just to buy all the upgrades. 21,920 just for the weapons, and 14,481 just for the vigors. There are some things in the game that we're not going to include in 100%. One of these is viewing all the kinetoscopes or looking through all the telescopes. This is because there's no good way of keeping track of this, and because it's just kind of dumb. Tedious, intricate tasks like that should probably be left to something like a base game all achievements run. This run would probably have to include 2 playthroughs depending on how the achievements work for completing the game on hard and completing the game on 1999 mode. Another thing 100% would have to leave out is some of the special scenes and interactions, like the guitar scene or some of the character interactions. So to sum everything up, in 100% you would be getting all voxophones, all of the gears, all of the weapon upgrades and vigor upgrades, also getting all the individual vigors themselves, and finally getting all of the infusions. I'm predicting that 100% BioShock Infinite would take about 10 hours. Good luck.